Hey family, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Matt.
I'm Andrew.
And today we have another incredible guest with us today, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Yes, my name is Rachel. Thank you guys for having me.
Dude, yeah, it's super kind of cool to have you. I know we met through kind of church stuff, and I thought it was kind of a cool opportunity to have you on.
Yeah, I met you at a city group.
Yep.
I met you through Zach.
Yes, one of my good friends.
Yeah.
AKA our first guest on here.
First guest.
First guest,
Cool.
which is a vibe, yeah.
I'm guest 31.
Yeah, well, we haven't had 31 guests on, but it's the 31st episode.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because we've had several episodes where just me and him too.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
so we've had guests and then episodes, which is kind of crazy that we're at episode 30. Yeah, this is episode 31.
Episode 31.
You got your
Crazy.
mics and everything.
Yeah, I feel like we've come a long way from just having no mics,
Yeah.
one half a camera, using phones.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's always
Yeah.
a progression, right?
Yeah,
Of,
totally.
going from okay, we went from having nothing to having just a camera, then we went to a phone to a camera, then we got the mics and we got the soundboards and just learning.
Yeah, I know. I love to see that progress.
It's a progress.
My
Yeah.
first video I did on YouTube, I did with my iPhone.
Yeah, same.
And I had no tripod. I borrowed a tripod.
Aw.
And then I invested in a camera and a tripod, and it's slowly evolved.
What camera do you have?
I have a Canon.
The Canon.
Which one?
Which one?
I forget. It looks very similar to that.
The Rebel?
Rebel.
Oh, that's the beginning, yeah.
4000.
Oh, that's
No.
a different one.
No, it's I don't know. There's a number with it. It's
Yes,
just a
there's
Canon.
a-
It's a Rebel.
Okay.
Canon Rebel.
Canon.
And mine's an M50.
Okay, that's
yeah.
yours.
Yeah, that one's that's mine's an M50. His is a Rebel.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
Yes.
so the Rebels are I'll say for beginners.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted one of those because it's
Mhm.
just a beginner camera. If I were to invest in a nicer camera, I'd want to rent it and practice with it
Smart.
before I actually purchase it because those are a lot more expensive.
They are.
But the Canons are good for beginners, and
Yes.
you get pretty good shots.
Yep.
You know, I feel like it's a good learning camera.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I want to
Yeah.
get the R. So there's one called the R500. No, the R50, the R100
Okay, for a Canon.
for Canon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those
Is
are.
is Sony the super bougie brand of camera?
Sony.
I say yes.
Yeah, they're the really expensive ones.
They are very expensive.
Because I've seen the different. Wait, okay. What are the other brands of cameras?
So it's Canon,
Canon, Sony,
I know there's a DSLR camera.
DSLR. I thought that
Well,
was
they're-
I've worked
Canon
with
though.
those.
So those are actually the same thing. The brand.
I don't know what brand though.
I think
Maybe
Canons
Sony.
are DSLR. I think
Yeah.
I'm not.
DSLR. I've worked
I'm
with
not sure.
DSLR cameras before.
Do you know the
I can't
name?
remember the
Like
name
the-
or the brand. It
the-
was a while ago.
Okay.
There's Black Magic cameras, but those are
Yeah.
more video.
Like
based.
higher end.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
more for video edit. Video, not
Video.
pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 And then you got the Fuji. There's a camera starting with the F.
Oh,
Fuji.
Okay.
I'm not.
I don't know as much about cameras.
I'm not
To be
familiar.
honest with
Yeah.
you.
So, but the top two are Canon and Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
so.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know any other brands besides that.
Yeah. And you have a nice boom mic on your camera.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a little mic there, which is kind of cool because
Yeah.
it gets audio from multiple places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these mics are nice too.
Yeah, we got the whole squad because I think there's only really one nicer mic that I've seen on the market. It's the Sheer SMB720 or something. It's those long black ones.
Okay.
You know
the
what I'm talking
skinny
about?
long black
Skinny
ones.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones
Those
that
ones look
Joe
nice too.
Joe Rogan has.
This
and
kind of
stuff.
looks like radio.
Yeah.
Like a radio show.
Yeah.
You know?
Because these are specifically made for podcasting, which is super cool.
Oh, okay.
And the audio is incredible on them. So it's
Nice.
kind of cool to have the editing.
It's
stuff.
good to have that better quality.
Yeah.
For audio, it makes a difference.
Oh, 100% because that's mostly for podcasts. And
Yeah.
since now we are on on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, it's
Yeah.
it's such a cool evolution of where we've come from
yeah.
to where we're going.
I know the growth.
The
growth.
Yes.
It's a vibe.
And it sounds like it's not that hard to get a podcast on Spotify.
No.
No,
not.
it's just you gotta go through some hoops.
Some
And then you do
Small hoops.
yeah, you have to do the hoops and it's just a lot of work.
some hoops.
hoops. It's just a lot of work and time and effort.
It takes time, but
Yeah, but it's cool. And then Apple Podcast was a little bit more difficult.
I
And,
would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying. There's a process you go through, and then like
Yeah.
RSS feeds and all this crap.
Can
But
people leave you reviews on
Yeah.
Spotify?
yeah, and
Okay.
both of them.
Cool.
It's like we're like the 5-star rating guys now. Yeah, right. Like you know what I mean? Like
What is the name of this?
The
the
daily,
daily
M&As.
M&As.
What does that mean?
So
The daily
so
matinee.
how?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I created the name.
He did. He
Okay.
did.
Okay.
Shout out
so
him.
we're like, what should we create? And I was like, there's Matt and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
The Daily
And then-
M&As.
We're talking about something daily as well.
Oh, daily you're
So-
uploading?
Well, not really.
No,
not
daily, but
really.
we're talking about stuff.
Stuff.
Like,
Oh, I
he
see.
just that like went well. So then because before it was just like the McCraw show, like just my last name, and then I was
Okay.
like, well, I should include him
And that's
in
not
it.
fair
and then-
because there's 2 of
yeah,
you now.
so like I was like, okay, like let's do something different, and then like
Yeah.
we were thinking about like what do we do, and then he
I created the
like-
daily M&As.
Nice. It kind of sounds like M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah.
thinking you're about to say M&Ms, but
I like M&Ms.
But
Daily
it's not
M&Ms.
M&Ms. It's
M&As.
M&As, yeah.
M&As, cool.
So that's kind of how it kind of was born.
Yeah.
Was okay. First, I was like, kind of how it started was like I was like, oh, I want to do like some type of interview thing.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, let's do like some interview stuff. So like we did our interview stuff, and then I was like, well, we should just like go to the podcast thing. An interesting fact. Recently on Instagram, I heard this guy talk about how like there's not enough podcasts to population. Like the numbers don't match up yet. So like
Oh.
even though there's like a ton of podcasts out there, like podcasts are like so extremely under like supplied.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
there's
feel
not
like
enough.
there's so many.
There
though.
is,
There is.
but there's a
What-
lot more humans.
Wow.
So like I don't know how many podcasts there are, but there was this guy talking about he did like this study, and the number of podcasts to humans, there's not enough.
Oh, interesting.
Like there needs to be a lot more, which is cool because that gives us an opportunity to like
Yeah.
It does.
break into where we want to go.
Yeah, I love podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Podcasts are great, and you
fun.
upload to YouTube too.
Yeah, so
Like
now
the-
we're on. We have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok. Am I missing
Nice.
anything?
No, that's it.
I think it's all of them. Yeah. The only thing I'm not gonna go on is LinkedIn,
Yeah,
Because-
I don't think you need that.
because that's like because on LinkedIn it's more like business,
Right.
and it's more
right.
like for like job personal stuff. But like everything else,
Understandable.
We could do Twitter.
yeah. No, it's not called Twitter. It's called
Oh, I mean
X.
X.
Oh,
It's
that's
called-
X.
it. Switched names.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
You didn't
No,
know
I did.
that?
I didn't know that.
So basically, I think when Elon took it over, he's like,
Oh, okay.
Let's
let's go
change
from
it.
Twitter to X. So like
I haven't
that,
been on Twitter or X in years. So
Really?
I don't know.
I feel like that was me like in high school, just like scrolling on Twitter because I
Mhm.
was bored.
I'm still
Yeah,
on
I used
Twitter.
to tweet.
I mean,
Same. I
I'm
would
still on X.
Yeah,
I would drop a tweet.
dude. I remember.
I just retweet. I like to retweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah. So you told because like I texted you a little bit in the last like week or two, and we were talking about a couple things like you were interested in, like you like doing. So you said like you're a coach at Orangetheory.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just became a coach at Orangetheory.
I'm a big gym guy. I think as the
Uh-huh.
audience
Yeah.
has come to know, I like to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like what. I've seen like a ton of Orangetheories, but like how does it work? Like what's the process of like signing up? Like is it more class oriented? Is it like it's pretty? It seems like a smaller gym. Like what's the form?
Yeah, it's like a group fitness like workout, so
Okay.
you can fit a pretty good amount of people in there. But you could always go just like try a class, and you wear a heart rate monitor. You put it around your arm.
Wow.
You put it around your biceps or like lower or wherever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love those workouts. I love HIIT workouts because you wear the heart rate monitor, so you're able to exactly track like where your heart rate goes and the amount of calories you burn. You want to spend a certain amount of time in the orange zone.
Okay, the orange.
you
Ooh,
wanna
what's the
spend, like-
orange zone?
Orange
Ooh.
zone.
Like that's why they call it Orange Theory, and there's like orange
Oh.
lights in there.
Okay,
So-
that's why
That
they
makes
call it Orange
sense.
Theory.
Orange Theory, yeah, you want to get the splat points in the orange zone for your heart rate. I believe it's 7 to 12 minutes you want to get there.
Wow.
And that's just when you're basically like maxing out, because there's half of the workout, it's cardio and strength training.
Love it.
And then they have classes that are just strength training or just cardio. And so you can do like a variety of different things. But yeah, it's like half cardio. So you can expect to do pretty much half the class on the tread most of the time. And then you use a rower as well. But yeah, I just love those workouts because like you do, it's like different things each time. You do hill climbing, you do sprints, you max out. I like maxing out, just going the hardest I can in my workouts and like putting all my effort into it. So yeah, you do that in the treads, and then they've got the weight floor. You use TRX, Bosu balls, and just like regular dumbbells and weight training, and they have bands too.
Nice.
So yeah.
So what's the orange zone? I'm not super familiar. What's your targeted heart rate during a workout? I don't know that.
So there's like the gray, blue, green, orange, and red zone, which is like percentage of your heart rate, max heart rate.
Okay.
And so it like gathers all your like information with like your age and your like statistics and everything, and then it starts like it's able to just track where your heart rate goes.
Okay.
And so like if you're just walking at like a moderate pace, you're probably in like the blue or green zone. Green zone is just like you're walking on a flat road, and then like when you're sprinting or like going harder, you're most likely getting into the orange zone.
Got it.
And that's where you want to get into.
No, but I'm saying, like, isn't there like a scale on like what your normal heart rate is, and then like what your elevated? I wonder what is that.
It can be different for each person, though. Like everyone can have a different like resting heart rate, max heart rate. So it really just depends.
Got it.
But yeah.
But is that like when you're burning the most calories? Is when
you're
like
you're in the fat
zone?
burning zone. So that's when
cool.
like you hit the orange zone. Like you're burning even after your workout. You're still burning fat. Because you like reached that point. So
that's so
it's very like science based, you know, it's cool. So I love those workouts.
That's a vibe.
Yeah.
So
it's
cool.
fun. It's just a fun environment, you know, because you're in a group, so you get to know people. I love group fitness classes. Yeah. That's why I became a group fitness instructor. So you just get to know people. You have like a community, and you're not like suffering alone.
Yeah.
You know, because if I were to just go on the tread and like do sprints and stuff alone, I'd be like, I wouldn't like it as much.
Yeah.
You know, when you're with other people, there's just something about it. Like it helps you in your workout.
That's how
I feel.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, do you like do those cycling classes too?
Cycling
is that different?
I don't do a whole lot of cycling, but I do enjoy cycle classes every now and then.
Yeah.
I like to like mix it up.
That's a vibe.
Is there like edge? Do you guys do edge?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well.
I don't either. What's that? Tell us more, Andrew.
Okay, so in Lifetime, I go to Lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Bougie Pants over here.
Yeah.
Those are nice, yeah.
Lifetime's nice. But there's a cycling class called Edge.
Oh, where it's like,
you gotta go as fast as possible in certain times.
They have like different kind of cycle classes.
What is?
I've seen on their website and stuff. Like they have different kind of like cycle
So there's
classes.
3. There's Amp, Edge, and Amp. There's some I don't know. I forget the third one, but Amp is you got to dance on the bike.
You get to dance on the bike.
Dance on the bike.
How does that work?
They play some really good music. So much that you want to dance.
Yes.
But like you're cycling, so
you're
I feel
cycling,
like
dancing, and having weights as well.
Okay, interesting.
And weights.
Weights.
Wow.
Like it could be up to depending on.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
never heard of that.
I didn't know.
It's a unique mixture.
It's a good mixture.
Yeah.
Hey, come to Lifetime someday, and we'll go to a class.
I utilize their every 6 weeks membership or friend pass. That's what I use.
Oh yeah.
But Amp's pretty cool. But my favorite is Edge, because you actually go really fast.
Yeah.
In the bike.
So you've done it.
That's my class every Tuesday night.
Oh, every Tuesday.
Yeah, those are good classes.
What time is the class at?
5:45
till
6:35.
Oh, so it's quick.
It's like 50. It's a 50-minute class.
Yeah, you really feel it in your legs after.
I feel like as I continue to get to know you, Andrew, you're very you got like your schedule, because we were in Spain, and he goes, every Thursday I go to Chipotle, and I was like, oh,
he's like a creature of habit.
Yeah, and then I was like I kind of want some Chipotle, but like in Europe they don't have Chipotle, but literally he's like, and then some people were like, really? He goes, every Thursday I get Chipotle before church, and I'm like, bro, okay.
At like a set time of the day.
Yeah,
you have
literally.
so much structure.
And then Tuesday he's like, well, then I go to cycling class, which again I'm the same way, because like Tuesday
I'm like that too though.
Same.
I like to have a schedule.
Yeah, I have a
set schedule. Yeah.
But I think that's funny though, that like he's like, oh yeah, like
that's my class.
He's like, that's my class.
With my favorite instructor.
Oh god, who's that?
I know that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, the instructor means everything.
Yeah.
Like that's so important. If they're trash.
She's from Seattle.
Oof. Nice.
You just want to hype them up. Hype everybody up.
Yeah. Especially when you're like the leader.
Yeah.
That's a
right.
vibe though. That's cool. Okay, so Orangetheory, you really enjoy. So how long have you been working there for?
I just started.
Just started.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I studied for several months to get my group fitness certification.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I had to pass an exam.
Okay.
And then go through Orangetheory's training. So, yep.
Nice. So how was what's the process to get a certification like that? Like, because I know there's like personal training certifications. Yeah. And then is this similar to that or?
Yeah, there's several different ways you can do it. Like there's NASM. I did it through ACE. Okay. Which is pretty good. And then, yeah, so you can get for bodybuilding. I mean, not bodybuilding, for personal training. Yeah. Or group fitness. So I did group fitness. So I set aside like 3 months worth of time to study and prep. And so then I passed my exam.
Nice. Was the exam hard?
It was challenging. You know how it is. Like they put like trick questions in there to try to trip you up, but I studied hard and I was well prepared. That's good. So yeah, wasn't too bad.
So did you have to go to one of those like testing centers?
No, you can do it remote.
Oh.
Yeah, and they have like a person who like you have to show them your space, like so you're not cheating or anything. Or you can go in person though, but I did mine online. Nice. From home.
Because I remember when I got my real estate license, they like pat you down, and then like you have to go through like a screening process, and then like it's like a center. It's like called a testing center. Yeah. And like it's very like strict.
Yeah, they're really trying to make sure nobody cheats.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you better know your stuff, or else you don't pass.
Yeah, they literally like pat you down. You go through like a room, and then you have to like take like make.
It's like a whole process.
It's like a frisk process. Then like you got to go to a room. Your phone's in a locker. Your wallet's in a locker. Like your keys are in the locker. Like everything's in the locker. Your keys? Oh yeah, like, everything's in the locker. Then you get like patted down. Then you go through like this screen room,
like
and then
TSA.
you don't get any water unless you have
water.
Yeah,
dang.
You have
Actually,
to,
that's how it was for mine too.
Right? You have to like.
I'm like, I can't even get a sip of water.
You have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom. Like, and it's no talking.
How long did you have?
I think it was like 2 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Because in the real estate thing, it's like 2 parts. So like you have 2 parts, and you take it the same day, which sucks. Yeah. So I passed the first part, and then the second part I was like dead. So then I didn't pass the second part, so I had to go back again. Yeah. And then I passed the second part.
You have to be like really well rested and prepped to do it.
Like
otherwise, it's just hard and long.
Yeah. How many questions was it?
150.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I think I had like 2 to 3 hours. I want to say.
Was it multiple choice?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you get testing anxiety?
As long as I'm prepared, no.
Yeah, you seem like a pretty calm, cool.
I actually really liked school and like testing. I was always good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was
decent.
I was all right.
Like they don't like overwhelm me or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I think the issue was when I was in school, I would put too much pressure on myself. Like I would care. Like I'm like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, that was a very small part of my life.
Yeah. As long as you study and memorize the stuff you need to know, then you're good.
Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, and honestly, it's like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Like it's not the end of the world if you don't pass that test.
A, B, C, or D.
It's just
or F.
It's literally just a letter.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel like when you're in it, you're like, I'm getting this all wrong.
Yeah.
But then you get your results, how you're like, I did really good.
You're like, I got 100%.
You're like second guessing yourself.
Which is hard.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, and I think people hype it up too much. I remember that was me like in calc. When in college, I was like, oh, like, how am I going to do this? And then it would be like really hard. But we'd pass. Like I got an A in calc. Yeah. I always like to brag about that because that was hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No to calc.
Well, yeah. I mean, most people, lucky.
I never took calc.
Well, I could have went farther. I could have went to calc too. I just would have died. Because I literally spent like every single day in that like little office thing. Or like it was called like, it was like a learning center. And then like they'd have like tutors to like come help you and stuff.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah.
Like, it was I had to.
I like algebra.
Yeah, algebra's cool.
I took college algebra, and that was like one of my favorite classes.
Dude, yeah, I love math.
I like math.
Guy. Same.
Something about math.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think the difference between like numbers people and then like reading like word people? Because I feel like a lot of people either like they love numbers or they like love reading and like I feel like what do you think? Why do you think that is? Like, what do you think the difference is?
You mean like right side or left side brain people?
Is that what that is?
I think that's what you're kind of talking about.
Because I feel like some people like love like I'm a numbers guy. Like, give me some numbers. I'll eat them all up all day. But like sometimes on the other side, I'm just like, yeah.
Or like certain subjects, like I've always loved math, been good at math, but like
Same.
English, writing essays, I was not as good.
But then there's people who love to do English and hate math.
Yeah.
So it's like, right? So it just depends.
Or like science. Science was...
Dude. What about chemistry?
Well, that's science.
Chemistry, yeah.
Well, okay, so science was interesting for me. I was really good at it, but I didn't like it.
I just had to have good people in my group who knew what they were doing.
Facts.
To lead the group.
Facts.
Because I'd read it and I'd be like, what? This just doesn't click for me.
Well, I heard that the hardest college class is like biomedical or something. Have you heard of that? No. I remember people would always say like, it's like, dang it, I'm trying to remember what the class is like called. But it was a science class. And people going for like nursing, doctor, physician's assistant, vet, like all had to take that. And like they said, everybody said like that was such a hard class. But I forgot what the name of the class was. And I kind of wish I could have, you know what's funny? I'm kind of weird. I was like, it'd be kind of cool to take one of those like super hard classes like after when it doesn't matter. And then see how I did.
Just to see. Right.
Because then like then the pressure's off.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, I already got my degree. If I fail it, like life goes on.
Yeah. I really like statistics.
Same.
Oh, algebra's good. Geometry.
Yep.
And then when I took public speaking in college, I loved that class. Same. That was like one of my favorite classes.
Dude, okay, two things. The geometry thing and public speaking. Geometry, that's the math that's like outside of the spectrum. Like you're going along and then the geometry is like different. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, algebra and geometry are different.
Yeah, but all of them, like, because you go algebra, calc, like all that crap.
Yeah, there's like a
right. There's like
way you go.
There's a way you go, but geometry is like that, like side child, like that. It's just different. Yeah, and I loved it because I had a great teacher.
Too. I like that there's equations, so you know exactly what to get for the answer. You know, like it's exact.
So you remember the unit circle?
The unit circle.
That was like most. You remember the unit circle?
With geometry?
Like pi.
Oh yeah.
3.1415972.
Wow, you know the exact numbers.
Well, yeah. So my teacher back in the day had a pi or had a clock. So then we'd all look at it.
For pi?
No, for like the unit circle.
Oh, okay.
So like
I can't like think of it right now, but.
Well, it's just like it's like a circle, and then it has like half pi. Like 3, like pi over 2, and it's like the whole and it makes it easier if you Googled it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because it made it easier for you because during the test that's what a lot of this stuff was based on. But I love geometry. I did too.
Yeah,
like, that was cool. And statistics too was a good class.
Yeah, that's a cool class.
It was like business math.
I had business stats.
Yeah, same concept.
Or like science too. It's kind of like science and psychology.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like less mathy, more just like it was just different.
Yeah.
It was cool though.
I got my minor in sociology. That's a cool subject too.
Nice. What'd you get your degree in?
Film and television.
Nice.
I went to film school.
Nice.
Yep. U of A. Good old U of A.
Nice.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Okay, wait, back to the public speaking thing.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool because that's the number one fear of everybody in America today.
I love that.
Same. Yes. My ass to get up there like super fast.
There's something so exhilarating about it.
Yeah, and I like people and I like talking. Yeah. So it's
nice when you get the mic.
Exactly. Like I should
I'm on the mic right now.
Exactly, because
everybody's listening to me.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So how do you feel about public speaking?
I'm 50-50.
It's the number one fear in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like in my class, like one of my first projects, I like got my own little like suit like to wear like all professional. It felt cool. And I like would talk to my teacher after class. I'm like, I really like this. Like, can I do some more projects? I'm like, and then other people would get up there and like shake and be all freaked out and stuff. And then I'm like, I like this class, and I want to do more of it.
And she was probably like, wait, what?
She was like, yeah, because she was a public speaker herself. So she was like encouraging me. She's like, yeah, it's great. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, like I'm going to give you an A+. Yeah. I'm going to give you a gold star.
Yeah.
So I was on TikTok.
Oh, gosh. It all goes down the drain now.
Good old TikTok. So I was watching this video.
Get all the news.
The professor says you could dance for the whole hour and 50 minutes.
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
Or write was it 2,000?
20,000.
20,000
word essay or something.
For the whole class period.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you
Which one
you
would
can
you do?
dance
Yeah.
or write an essay.
Dance for like an hour and
The
a half.
last day
Oh,
of
dance
school.
all the way.
The last day
For like
of
an
school.
hour. And then the girl did it.
The girl did it.
She danced.
She's the only one who did it out of like hundreds. It was like 200. It was like a hall of people, and there was only one girl who did it. And I was like, bro, I'd be.
And they let her like have some music or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Okay,
got
well
an
then,
A, and then everybody else
I'd
had
go
a
that
rating.
way then.
Yeah.
I'd go that way too.
Yeah, like I don't care about like I guess you're embarrassed maybe, but like who cares?
Yeah.
Hey,
You
it's
get
the
an
last
A.
day of school.
You get an A in this hard
Summer.
class.
It's summer pizza.
Dude, okay.
Hags.
There's another video I saw on TikTok. I don't like how we're talking about TikTok, but there's this video where this girl, what did she did like this thing. Oh no, I'm sorry. The teacher said if he was 10 minutes late, they could leave.
Oh.
Like after,
I've heard. I saw that one.
So like basically they did like a timer. So like the kids were like, all right, let's say the class starts at like 1:00, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then class starts at 1:00, and then they go up there and they go on his computer and put like a timer, like a stopwatch, and it was like 10 minutes, and he came with like 2 seconds left.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, you thought.
So they still had to do class.
Yeah.
they still had
So literally, I was like, damn, that's messed up. This man, he
Could
literally
have
was,
just been late.
I bet he's the type to literally like he just put like 10 minutes on his timer after class started, and then like was like yeah, and then just showed up like it was like 2 seconds,
Oh, yeah.
and he was there, and I was like, bro, yeah, that guy was not it.